Bienvenidos. Welcome to El Gringo Mas Mexicano on We Love Nogales. I'm really, really excited about today's show. It's gonna be a really, really good one, and it's something that I think is so important not only for our community but for communities all across the country. Before we get in, there's only one news. Well, actually, technically, there's two news things that I want to touch on. The first is it's finally spring. I love spring so much. I mean, I like winter, but in small doses, which is good. We get small doses of winter here, right? But when springtime comes and the flowers start to bloom, ever since I was a little kid, going down I-19 and seeing the flowers, the wildflowers start to bloom, it meant spring was here, and it was just the coolest thing for me. What about you guys? Do you guys prefer winter or spring?
Spring.
Spring? All right.
I would say spring also
Spring?
because it's when the flowers start to bloom and you see
Right.
butterflies.
Yes, I love when the butterflies come out and you see them flying around on the flowers. The second news item, I haven't even introduced you guys yet and asked you a question, but the second news item is that today is my 14th wedding anniversary. Yeah, 14 years ago I got married. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a good ride. So let's move into the interview real quick. Let's introduce you guys real quick. Let's start off with Lucero. You want to introduce yourself? Whoops.
I'm just gonna say
Okay. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
hi.
Hi. All right. So that was Lucero.
Well, my name is Victoria, and I am 10 years old, and I have been in Girl Scouts for only 1 year, so
Okay.
I'm happy that I came into Girl Scouts.
So you love it, huh? Awesome. Very cool.
Thank you, Lucero and Victoria. My name is Jeaneth Sanchez, and I'm the Girl Scout Santa Cruz County coordinator here for all the Girl Scouts in Santa Cruz County. So very excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
we
being on
are
the show,
very
man.
proud of our girls for being here. They're so brave, and yes, thank you.
All right. Also, the first time introduced on camera is Frostbite the Mouse. He actually has his own Instagram account.
We need
But
to
he's-
follow. We need to
Yeah,
follow.
you need to follow him. It's Frostbite the Mouse, and it's on Instagram. But he's going to be a permanent part of the show now, so I thought I might as well introduce him. Do you guys have any pets? You were telling me about a pet that you have earlier, right? Yeah. You want to talk about it?
So, this pet is a rabbit, and he is white with red eyes.
That's
He is
cool.
one of the breeds that everyone wants to get. It's a lion head
Wow. Okay, so why are they called lion heads?
because they are very furry.
They're very furry right around their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool. And what's his name?
His name is Snowball.
And I thought that was so cool because my mouse is named Frostbite. Very, very cool. All right, do you have any pets? Yeah, what pets do you have? Talk. Oh, well, you can, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to, but you can talk about whatever you want.
Okay. I had it. My pet cat. Mia.
All right, well, you know one thing that you didn't say is how long you've been a Girl Scout.
No idea.
No idea.
No.
Oh,
My
no.
mom hasn't told me.
All right, well, that's cool. Do you like being a Girl Scout? Yeah? What's your favorite part?
When we had it, the sleepover camp.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So you went to sleepover camp? What did you guys do at sleepover camp?
We played the music chair game.
Okay. I love musical chairs.
And we ate snacks at night.
I love the snacks.
Yeah.
At least you got snacks, of course.
Because my mom doesn't let me.
Oh, nice. All right.
We did our gingerbread's house.
Okay.
And in the morning, we played sports, pizza for breakfast. and
Pizza
some
for
snacks.
breakfast is the best. That's awesome. Found it. All right.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Ooh. So what did you guys do at the campfire? Do you guys sing songs, things like that?
No.
No, you guys didn't learn any camp songs? No? Victoria, did you learn any camp songs? No.
But at
Okay.
least I brought my unicorn.
You brought your unicorn? That's cool.
It's like a unicorn blanket.
Oh, it's just I thought it was a real unicorn. I was going to ask if I could ride it.
Unicorn blanket pillow.
All right. Very cool.
I forgot to say how many babies my kitty had.
Your kitty had babies? That's amazing.
5 of them.
5 babies. All right. So let's I want to talk to you guys a lot about what you guys do in the community. You know, about let's talk about the history, start with the history of Girl Scouts, and then we'll start talking about the community. So Jeanette, let's break down what the history of the Girl Scouts and the significance here.
Yes, of course. Well, Girl Scouts has been around since 1912, and the founder is Juliet Gordon Lowe. For those of you who don't know, I learned this when I started working with Girl Scouts, and I think it's amazing how a woman back in history set up this amazing opportunity for all the girls from, ages 5 to 17, from all races too, to be part of a great inclusive organization that builds girls of character, confidence, and to make the world a better place.
And
That's pretty much the statement of the Girl Scouts. So I am very proud to represent this organization, and I'm very proud of the girls who are here. I've seen them evolving through the years that I've been working with Girl Scouts, how they have changed their lives really. And that being part of the history, like they were talking about camp, how they really learned something. And I'm pretty sure this experience that they're going through right now, it's really gonna be marking something in their future, and they're gonna be like, oh, I remember being in a Girl Scout interview when I was little. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
all the history goes through that.
Awesome. Yeah. So the history of the Girl Scouts is full of inclusion. It's one of the first organizations to accept women of color, and that inclusion has continued into modern times. Is translated into modern times and our ever-changing world, of course. But what about here? What about local?
Yes, good question. We also have a lot of diversity. We have Latinas, Hispanics. We accept girls from everywhere, from all backgrounds, really. We don't say no to any girl, especially to, from low-income areas too, that girls cannot afford to be in Girl Scouts. Mm-hmm. We also accept them and, say yes to them, and we have opportunities for them that they're really gonna help them grow within the community. So yes, Girl Scouts in Santa Cruz County, and I'm talking about my county because this is where I live, this is where I grew up, and this is where I'm serving right now, but I know we serve 7 counties. This is not the only one. We also have Yuma County, which serves girls across, where they live in the border just like us. In Tucson, we also have a lot of Latinas, Hispanic girls who we serve. Also in Sierra Vista, we're not the only county that we'll give that opportunity to the girls. So, I also want to say in Spanish, aceptamos a todas las niñas que no solamente son de una sola generación, pero también que son hispanas, latinas, las aceptamos y les ayudamos en cualquier tipo de situación en la que estén para que las niñas crezcan y sean más fuertes cuando sean grandes.
Very cool. Muy bien, muy bien. Now, you guys do a lot for this community. No, pues, you guys are involved in everything. Obviously, we're going to talk about cookies. We'll get to the cookies. But besides the cookies, I see you guys everywhere. You guys are always doing something, and I've always been really impressed by what the Girl Scouts have done. Had my son been born a girl, he would have definitely been a Girl Scout. But let's talk about some of those projects that we do locally.
Of course, yes. True, we do a lot of stuff here. It's mainly the girls. We are here to support the girls, but they do a lot of community service. They do help a lot of the community. Just like an example, this past Saturday they had the World Thinking Day event, and they donated stuff to an organization in Patagonia who will help them with the water sources.
Oh,
and
okay.
they learn how to recycle, and they learn, how the climate change is affecting not even the world, but also our community. So that's one of the things.
Well, so that's one of the cool things about the Girl Scouts.
Yes.
It's not just about building them up as successful women. It's building them up as good citizens of the world.
Of course.
And that's it's just so cool.
That, I think that's one of the main points of being a Girl Scout. We are building girls to make the world a better place, and they are doing it. They are doing it even if it's a small community here in Santa Cruz County, small but mighty. That's how I like to call it. But yes, I mean, they're doing a lot. They do a lot of community service projects. They also, when it's like, let's say, Domestic Violence Month, they work towards, what that's going to
Okay.
be, how they can help the community and projects like that. One year they work on helping the seniors here in Nogales, Arizona. They built some, bird feeders for them. So it was fun. They're helping the community. It's not only, like you said, it's not only about fun cookies.
Yeah.
I know we all love cookies, but it's not only about that, for sure.
So I'm waiting for some of these pictures to come up. We were looking at them right now. There was the food bank one where you guys
Yes.
you guys help with the food bank here. How often do you guys volunteer there?
It depends on the troop leaders too when they
Of
want to
course.
do it, how often.
Or they're
but
able
we
to,
do.
yeah.
I have connections with the community food bank, and if they ask me for something in a specific, I will reach out to all the troop volunteers, and then they will do food drives.
Okay.
Yes, so it
Very
will
cool.
depend, but they will help the food bank here locally.
All right. What
Yes.
other like specific like giving back programs have happened recently of note?
Well, they always try to make donations to organizations that that they will be useful of the donations, not money donations, but like stuff donations. Like I said, the last week on Saturday they donated Gatorades for the volunteers who serve at that organization.
Okay.
They also, there's some troops that they have older girls. Older girls, I mean like high school age, that they do go and clean up the river. They go hiking, but at the same time they go hiking, they clean up the trail.
Yeah.
And they do all that. So
So I
yes.
love hiking.
Yes.
And I heard that your troop does a lot of outdoor stuff, right? Yeah. Have you guys gone hiking, and were you part of the cleanup that they did, or
I haven't gone to any.
you haven't been able to yet? Oh no. Well, you're gonna have to tell me about it once you go, because I love the outdoors so much. It's one of my favorite things. Do you like to camp? Have you been camping?
Yeah, I've been camping.
Yeah. So
before.
you bet you're looking forward to doing some of the outdoor stuff.
What?
You bet you're looking forward to doing some of the outdoor stuff, like the camps, the hiking.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Very, very cool. All right, so now let's talk about some of these programs that you guys have that help them to build these characteristics, these traits that help them to give back to their communities and grow into these strong, incredible women. That, I mean, Oprah, we were just talking about that. Oprah, both of the Williams sisters, and every Secretary of State that has ever been, apparently. That's really cool. That's something huge for the Girl Scouts to boast, that so many incredible citizens of the world again have risen from the ranks of the Girl Scouts. And so how does that happen? What kind of programs do we have in Southern Arizona that make sure that help the Girl Scouts grow into that?
Like you were seeing on the pictures that were here on the screen, like Cookies for Heroes, let's say, when you get Cookies for Heroes, those cookies help, those donations help the military. They help the Border Patrol, the U.S. Customs, and police departments, nurses, and, people from the community. So, yeah, it is incredible to see how even, women that are, famous in history, you can see that, there were once a Girl Scout. So, not only on TV, but also from the Senate or stuff like that.
Okay.
The percentages of being a Girl Scout when you're little and then growing up and being in one of those positions is very high. So, yes, it is very important to know that the girls are not only here to do just small projects or work on arts and crafts, but also is going to have a powerful impact in their future.
So obviously, Girl Scout Camp is one of the major aspects of this, and your guys' camp is on Mount Lemon, right?
Correct. So we have two locations, the Hacienda in Tucson And then we have the Camp Whispering Pines and Mount Lemon.
Okay, so
And we
Camp
have the
Whispering Pines
cabin.
is the overnight camp,
Correct.
and the hacienda is a day camp, right?
Yes, it's day camp, and it can also be served for overnight.
Okay,
Yeah, it depends
very
on the
cool.
reservation that.
So what is the
the
difference
girls.
between the two, or is there much of a difference?
Well, I will have to say that Camp Whispering Pines and Mount Lemon is more nature-driven,
Okay.
more outdoor-driven than the hacienda. Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to have that experience of being really in the outdoors, with all the trees and the forest and up in the mountain.
Yeah,
So you will have that experience
I
there.
love Mount Lemon. It's one of my favorite places to visit locally. It's such a beautiful place.
It's beautiful. And, when the girls are really there, they get to experience what it is to be there. And probably you girls are going to go one day. I know we're going to have a camp for the girls in Nogales coming
Okay.
soon in June. It's going to be a whole entire
Wow.
week.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're going to
Yeah.
learn how to do a lot of things. And it's going to be fun. Transportation is going to be included as well. So we're
Okay.
working on, on trying to get our girls from Santa Cruz County more involved in camp. So,
Okay.
that's something that is on the works. And hopefully you guys can join us. I will be very happy and proud of you if you go. But yes, that's the difference.
Okay.
And once they're Girl Scouts here in Southern Arizona, they're welcome to go to either one, especially in the summer for summer camps.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
Now, the day camp. Now that what does the day camp entail?
So the day camp is a camp where they're gonna do activities about camping. Depending on the certain, I will have to say where it's on the calendar
Okay.
and what is on the Pillars program. But they will learn, basic things about day camp. They can go to the swimming pool as well, and they're gonna have fun there. But they're also gonna learn something.
Okay.
So that's pretty much day camp. They're not gonna spend the night.
Is that a
at the-
week-long thing too, or is it just...
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
So if the girl, so usually because the girls here in Santa Cruz County, they still have to drive there.
Yeah.
Usually day camp will happen like in 1 or 2 days or
Yeah.
just one, depending
That
if they
makes
want to
sense.
stay like somewhere else there. So that's why we
It's a
recommend to
drive,
do, the night camp. But, they don't have to go all the way to the mountain just to experience the night experience.
So one of the cool things. So I went to Boy Scout camp when I was younger, right? And I remember, we had all these cool things. We had wilderness survival training. We had archery. Like it wasn't just a place to go and have. We of course did have fun, but it wasn't a place just to go and have fun. And so I understand the Girl Scouts. They do basically the exact same things. It's not just like a place for Girl Scouts to go and gossip and sit around the fire and have fun and eat snacks. But you guys, you do all of these cool. You build life skills. Is really what it is. Like, what are some of these programs that?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
You just said it. I know you've been doing your research. Yes, it's life skills all the way outdoor, and just like you said, having fun, but also learning something. So when they learn something, they earn a badge.
Okay.
So if I don't know if you have some, but there you go. Yeah.
So if The Walking Dead or The Last of Us becomes a reality, I'm going to go to the Girl Scouts.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's where I'm going.
You better. But yes, everything has a learning process for the girls. Yes, it is so much fun. They make new friends. They're sisters to every Girl Scout, but they also learn something. They're working on a first aid kit. They learn how to build it. So, now they have a fun
That's cool.
experience, but
Yeah.
they also learn something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And not only in camp, it happens pretty much every time they meet, and we try to have them learn that.
So one thing that I think is really cool about this, and it's not specifically linked to the Girl Scouts, but those type of activities, aside from building those specific skills, they help build skill building in general. So these skills can translate to real world, real life, necessities.
Correct. We have the cookie rally last year. We were preparing the girls for cookies, but one of the activities that I like the most is that the girls were learning how to handle money, how to make a good use of the money. And, with cookies, by them selling cookies, they're going to be like, oh, this is my pretty much a small business. And then now I'm going to know in the future how to run a business. So, they learn something for sure.
So let's actually, well, but before we get on cookies, there's like a
Okay.
few more things I want to talk about. But I do really want to get to the cookies. But let's talk about Camp Fury.
Yes.
So Camp Fury it's part of Southern Arizona, and it's one of the first of its kind programs. Is that what my understanding?
Correct. Yeah. So that Camp Fury was actually built inclusively for Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona.
Okay.
And now we have other councils trying to recreate it. So
Very
that's pretty cool. It's the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona from all Girl Scouts of the USA who only had this opportunity to be in Camp Fury.
And well, let's explain what Camp Fury is.
So Camp Fury is a camp to give the girls an opportunity to go above and beyond and on how to be, like a police officer, if they want to be in the fire academy.
Like first responder type of stuff?
First responders, yes. And then
Okay.
they want to learn, about like pretty much over the top things that,
Okay.
girls like they want to do. Like you were seeing on the pictures that were on
Yeah.
the ladder of a fire truck.
And then I heard something about rappelling 17 stories. Like I
That's
might do
over the
3
edge,
stories.
but-
Yeah. I'll do 3 stories, but 17
Yes.
seems a bit much.
So we are taking out of the comfort zone. We are taking the girls out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Camp Fury, that's what it does, and it's amazing. And we also have opportunities for girls to attend even if they cannot afford it. So we have camperships for that.
Awesome.
So we support the girls. Last year there was one girl from here from Santa Cruz County who attended, and she loved it. And she was in her school talking about how cool it was, everything that she learned, and we encourage all the girls to be part of it.
So cool.
Yes.
Now let's get to the cookies. All right.
Okay.
So you'd mentioned money, and that's obviously all of these incredible things. They cost money. It's something that requires funds to do. And if anybody who's ever breathed knows that Girl Scout cookies sell like crazy. And from what I understand, all of that money that these Girl Scouts make off of that stays here in this community.
Correct. Everything stays locally. I even printed out the percentages.
Okay.
But yes, everything stays locally. Nothing goes beyond Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona. So every purchase that you guys are making to the girls when they're buying Girl Scout cookies will stay here. And that will help them, for going to camp, to be able to do more activities, to go, on a trip that they want to do as a troop, or, they will stay here for volunteers and to help the community really to keep building these girls. It's not only, I'm just going to buy $5 cookies and that's it. No, I mean, all the money goes somewhere to help the girls and the volunteers.
And like you were saying right now, the girls, they're the ones who handle the money. They're the ones who... So I've got to say the Boy Scouts had nothing like that, and I am terrible with money. I'm like notoriously really bad at money. But if the Boy Scouts had something similar, like it would have been maybe a different story. But I think that's great because that is such an important life skill in throughout, not just in adulthood, but throughout their entire lives. Knowledge about money and it's going to be a huge thing.
Did you girls sell cookies this year? Well, do you want to say something about your experience?
So, being with selling cookies really helped me get more talkative.
Okay.
And like I'm shy in lots of things.
Would have
so.
never guessed.
And that's another reason why I'm not shy right here right
Yeah.
now.
So cool. That's another really important thing, the socialization. Everything. What about you? Did you sell any Girl Scout cookies?
Yes.
All right, well, let's hear about it.
Well, I got more knowing how to change money because I already know how to talk, but I'm still shy. Because of the money, I don't kind of get distracted sometimes.
Okay. I get it. All right. So what's your favorite cookie? What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I have 2 of them.
You got 2 favorites. Okay.
What's the ones that look like the donuts?
Oh, the round ones, the Samoas.
Samoas.
Oh, those are my
And
favorites.
the other ones are raspberry rally.
Oh, I haven't had a raspberry rally.
That's the new one.
Yeah, it must have sold out when I bought them for sure.
It was like $12 shipping.
Wow.
We couldn't get them.
Yeah, that's crazy, but it sounds delicious. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite?
Well, my two favorite cookies are tagalongs and Samoas.
Tagalongs and Samoas are my favorites too. I'm very glad you guys didn't say Thin Mints because I really don't like them. And as I know, everybody loves Thin Mints, but I don't like Thin Mints.
I do like Thin
You do
Mints.
like Thin Mints? Okay. I forgive you. What about you, Jeaneth? What's your favorite?
Trefoils.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
Well,
yours
mine are
is different.
Samoas and
Yes.
Tagalogs for sure.
Yes.
Like, hands down, those two are my favorites.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
all really good, and they're helping the girls. So,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they are all good. I don't mean to diss on Thin Mints. I know people love Thin Mints. So one thing that I want to say that's about the innovation of these Girl Scouts when it comes to selling these cookies. I learned that actually it's become very common to set up shop outside of dispensaries, and that is the most genius thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. That is a perfect place to sell them.
We do have limits, for the Girl Scouts where they're gonna sell.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm not from the cookie team, but I know they have some
There are limits.
some boundaries and limits.
Okay.
Yes, for,
Well, maybe
for
I should have
where
talked
is it
about
to
that.
sell. Yes.
I didn't say anybody's names or anything like that.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, but that is genius. No, but besides that, I've noticed that they pick ideal places
Yes.
to and they're aggressive. They're aggressive salespeople.
Yes, they have to learn how to sell. Eventually, maybe one day of their career, they're gonna be doing some type of selling. So
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
All right.
They're doing really good. Yeah. So here in Santa Cruz County, they did really good. I'm very proud of them.
All right. So before we wrap everything up, I really want to talk to you girls about your favorite parts of Girl Scouts. Have you guys earned badges yet?
Well, mine are black.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
See.
So I only have a few because it's my first year.
Okay.
So this one is from the flag ceremony. This is for, I don't know, but this is for inviting a friend, and this was for another thing which I don't remember.
Okay, that's cool. Very, very cool. Well, congratulations on all of your badges.
Yeah, and Victoria, just so you know, she was in a flag ceremony with Ana Maria Chavez. Ana Maria
Okay.
Chavez used to be the Girl Scouts of the USA CEO back, I don't remember what year it was, but she was here because she is from here. She's from Nogales, Arizona.
Okay.
And she was here and she invited girls to be on a ceremony flag, and Victoria was there, and she did amazing along with other Girl Scouts. So
Okay.
yeah, she's very proud of that batch.
Very cool. All right. Lucero, let's hear about your badges and your favorite parts.
Well, since sells cookies, my favorite part was, well, how they say how many prices it, and then which one is which.
Okay.
But I like talking.
Yeah, you like the talking, you like the socialization, you like that part of it? Okay, very cool. Now, one last question that I want to ask you girls is, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be. I have 3 things,
Okay.
or maybe 4.
All right. Well, let's give me 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be in gymnastics,
Oh, you're going to be a gymnast. Okay. Cool.
and I want to be a ballerina.
All right. Well, they're pretty similar things. That's pretty cool. All right. And Victoria?
I only have one thing that I want to be
Okay,
when
that's
I'm
cool.
older. So what I want to be is a lawyer.
A lawyer. All right. Well, being a Girl Scout definitely going to help with both of those things. Very, very cool. A lawyer. Wow. All right. So, before we wrap up, is there anything that you want to say to the community? See if we can bring in more girls to the Girl Scouts.
Sure, of course. I just want to invite everyone in the community in Santa Cruz County to be part of the Girl Scouts. If you have girls that you think they will benefit from this program, just contact me. I'm here pretty much every day. But we serve schools, we serve the community, we support the volunteers all over Santa Cruz County, not only Nogales, but Rio Rico, Patagonia, Tubac, Sonoita. So we're here to assist you. Once the girl becomes a Girl Scout, she's a Girl Scout of the USA, and also she can go to a Girl Scout Council in Tucson and be part of the programs that we have there. Camp, STEM, they can learn about STEM. I really want the girls here to learn more about that programming about STEM. It's science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Yes. That's something that is really going to help them, if they want to be engineers in the future, if they want to be lawyers, that's going to help them a lot. If they want to be in sports, the outdoor stuff also is going to help them a lot. So please encourage your girls to be part of this organization. We have financial aid available for anything that you want, even for uniforms. We also have that assistance. So, we don't like to say no to the girls, and we're here to support you. So contact me.
All right. And I also learned that you guys have some fun trips that happen as a result of everything that you guys do. I mean, up to Australia, Fiji. And
yes.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Just like we were seeing in the pictures,
Yeah.
They can go to, they have gone to Disneyland. I don't know if they're going to have it this year or next year, but I know they've gone to Universal Studios.
Wow.
Right there, I believe they're in Fiji. They've gone to Australia, Costa Rica. I mean, there's a lot of trips that the girls can have. These opportunities, they can bring them those kind of trips. So, yeah, be conscious of that too.
It really is an organization like no other. I mean, it provides opportunities for all of the Girl Scouts that no other organization that I know of is capable of providing. And I think that's incredible.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, on behalf of Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona, we thank you too for giving us this opportunity to have a word, and then for let the girls speak out, about what their experiences are. Yes, we are an inclusive organization like no other, and we're still going to be here for a lot of years.
All right. Thank you so much for being
you.
on our show today. Thank you so much. Girl Scouts, awesome. Lucero, Vitoria. You guys did great, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right. And we will see you next week.